Hey, how are you doing? How's it going? So I decided to try to come back on live again after what happened last night. So hopefully they won't be flagging me. I'm just sitting on the floor right now in the living room getting ready to do this haul. I really wasn't in the mood when I went last Wednesday. I just went just because. But I didn't really get that many items this time. I really don't need anything. I just go because it's $2 and it's something to give, something I can do with my day. Something exciting. But yeah, so the first thing I got is this, and it says pop-up outlet for kitchen. It says 6-foot power cord, so I don't know if that's what's really in the box. And it is. So that's good. Got more cords. I guess it's got the USB down here and different sockets. I don't know what this thing is used for. I'm gonna have to look it up, but I got this because will be something good to use while camping or to put out on my land. Oh, you can ready to head to church? Are you on the West Coast? But it has this thing, so we're gonna figure it out. Here's the cord. You can sit down on the ground. I just have to figure out what this is for, the spinning thing. Anybody know what this could be used for? That's what I figured. California, yes, one here. I'm gonna look it up on Amazon and see what it's used for. So yeah, I got that for $2. Here's this says solar garden walkway decoration. Oh, this is nice. So it is really stick. And then I'll wrap the cord around here good. So how many of these? 4 of them. And they're supposed to be solar lights. Got the little post to stick them in the ground. I'm feeling good, Rebecca. How about you? So yeah, these were $2. And here's the solar thing. And this is what you said hook it up to. And I wonder if it's got enough power to try it out right now. Might not. Oh, it's on. So I'm just gonna hold them between my legs. Okay, so I turn it on and I blink. Is that solid? Oh, I'm not really gonna be able to see because it's light in here. But the fact that they worked and they were $2, okay, that was another good deal. See, now me going to the store and paying $2 for these items, I'm gonna be able to save a lot of money and to be able to fix up my land faster than what I thought, because paying full price for these items, I wouldn't have been able to do it. And I'm so glad my husband found that store. Like I said, he took me on a $10 day. And I was like, I gotta come back on the $2 day. Yeah, I guess they were just on one last night for some reason. It's because, like, I already know I was talking about something important and I wanted to share some very important information. But I'm over that because they always do that. A treasure hunt store up the street from your house. Every day they range from 2 to 8. Oh, that's nice. Okay, this one, it says outdoor garden stepping stones. So let's see what it looks like. I'm gonna go every Wednesday if I can. And like I said, for my last video I posted, a lot of that stuff was ranging from like $40 to $100 per item. So I was like, I've saved a lot of money. And I, of course, got an automobile part, but it, you know, $2. I wasn't feeling bad because I paid the $2. I'm not going to use it, but I saved so much on all the other items. And these are what they look like. So these are the stepping stones, and then they have stakes. I guess you put them in these holes and put them down the walkway. That's cool. That's a good item. And there's 6 of these. $2. Y'all know I'm excited, and I'm only opening these up right here because my husband is taking a nap. He doesn't even know I got this stuff. He doesn't know I go because he's like, why are you still bringing stuff in his house? So I sneak, and I have just a lot of secret hiding places around here where I could put my stuff, and he doesn't even know I got it. Like the garage, for one, it's a mess. So if I just leave some stuff in there, he won't even know that I added some stuff in there. And then there's like a part over there where I got the plants that I've been reviving. I can put stuff over there because he doesn't go over there, and it looks like it's just junk anyway. And then the side where I did the chaos flowers, there's nothing over there. And then there's a part back here behind this pool wall. And then there's a side on this side of the house. And then I have an office. And then my son chosen his closet. And then the guest room and the guest room closet. Yeah, so I have a lot of good hiding places. And of course, my car. I know. So that's that. And then this one, I don't even know if it has all the parts, but I was like, I was going to take a chance merely because it says golden square stand, or gold square stand. And it was open on the end, so it's like some things could have fell out. But I saw his color and I liked that, so I was like, let me see what it is. So we're gonna see. Sometimes you gotta take a chance to get something good. But this has a lot of parts. And it must be, if that's the case, I can swap out. I got a cough. I'll put this in here and put some more plants on it. So, okay, it has the directions. So yeah, this has all the pieces and tools. Ooh, excuse me, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to look this up because I don't know how it's supposed to look. Oh, it's just a regular stand. Let me say gold square stand. Oh, square stand. Okay. So this one, it will be the final product. I have to figure out what I can do with that. And yes, I'm gonna show y'all something. And I wonder how long it's gonna be till he finds out about this. Because literally I thought I was caught. He looked out the window the other day and I thought I was caught. But he didn't see it. So I'll show y'all when I get done. I only got 2 more things because, like I said, I didn't really get many items this time. And then I got this. I could tell that it was silicone. And silicone is good. It's a heat resistant. And you can do a lot with it. So I'm like, I will find a use for it. Because either you can take things out your oven and just set it directly on it. Or you can, like, heard of silicone, like hand mitts and stuff. So you can touch hot stuff. But I figured I could probably use it like on the ground for like with shower air when you're taking a shower or something. But oh, okay, that's even better. It says this is a silicone protective mat, and it's for the grill. For the grill, like I don't know if you're supposed to put it on there or what. What is it for? I'm gonna look it up. But that's awesome because I can do my planting, my transplanting on this mat too. Put my, pot and then the soil and stuff because I'm always doing it on the ground and I be sneaking and doing it in the house and I know I shouldn't be having dirt in here, but I just like to play in the dirt, so I do it. So that's cool. It's a barbecue. I guess, I don't know. It's kind of like a table though, but like it's the edges stand up. All right, and then the last thing I got was this, and I could feel this, and it feels like some screening, like the plastic or something that you can like make a greenhouse with or something, because I plan on making a greenhouse. But this seems like the same material that they use for it. Let's see what exactly it is. A mattress bag. But it's 6 millimeters, I'm guessing. Polyethylene. And that is what they use, the greenhouse material. I mean, that is what they use for the greenhouse material. So I was right in a sense, but it's for a king bed. And it's a car bag. So this is what it looks like. So that is perfect. This is exactly what I needed it for my greenhouse, and for $2, you cannot beat that. So I'm gonna take these 2 mattress bags. It says moving and storage. It says heavy duty. So I'm gonna use that and try to construct a greenhouse. Now that's all I got right there. I'm gonna just go show y'all the secret area that I have. So it's out here. We go to the pink area. That silicone cover is for a black stone grill. Oh, is it? I wanted one of them black stone grills. I've been seeing them. I'm like, ooh, but for $200, you know me. I gotta try to find it on sale or Facebook Marketplace or something. I don't know if I can do the 200, but I do really want one of those. So we come back, we come through the door, come through the pool area, and then there's this door right here. And let me show you guys. I'm doing that this week or so. So it's an area for me. It's gonna be my little secret chill room. But right now I've been using it for. I couldn't just sit out a season back here. This is my backyard area. And this is how my pool is closed in. So the whole pool area is closed in. So then you walk down here, and you walk down here, and you walk down here. And look what I got. This is what I got back here, y'all. And this is the window where he looked out from the other day. But I have peppers, tomatoes, some Egyptian walking onions, a lot of herbs, cucumber, squash, some greens, some strawberries, some chives. And these are my herbs. And it's not looking the greatest because I just planted these back here. So we're going to give it about a couple of weeks for everything to perk up and to do better. Because, you know, they struggle. They were in pots for a long time, you know, just trying to survive. I wanted to take them over to the land, but like I said, it's too hot. And I don't have like water out there and stuff right now, so I had to do this. And I actually made the garden bed, out of these blocks right here, and they were $3.88 at Lowe's, and I got 4 of them. And then you can connect another bed onto these 2, and then put 2 on that end. And then this is the wood that I got from down the street. They had all that wood for free that was just on the curb. I got that wood, so I built me a garden bed. And like I said, he has no idea that's back here because he said we're supposed to be clearing out all these plants. That's why I have land. It's for my land over there. But what he don't know won't hurt him. One day he gonna see it, but by then it's gonna be too late. But I need y'all to give me some ideas on what to do to this little room back here. I think I'm gonna put up some solar lights, some string lights. Probably put a little table back here, some shelving or something. And they really should have been in the ground a long time ago, because we supposed to plant stuff in like February here. And so that's that. And I want to show y'all, I have some here too. I moved. Let me show y'all. This is the most beautiful plant, and it was like 50 cents. It's purslane, if you guys ever heard of that. It's very drought tolerant. You don't even really have to water it, and it loves the sun. So if you're in a desert or something, get this plant, because it definitely is low care, and it's pretty. It puts forth some of the beautiful flowers. And you can take this piece that I have right now, if you just stick it in the soil, it'll root and it'll get another plant. So yeah, that, like I said, I got that. It was on 90% off at the at Lowe's. Then I got another one for over there. Probably gonna hang them once we do this pool area. We're gonna paint the floor a blue color. Gotta go pick it up. And then this back here is like a little storage spot for our equipment. And if you walk around this way, this is where all my plants are. All of them that are in pots that I've been buying on the death rack, and just nurturing them and bringing them back. But it's really hot here. And y'all want to see Peter? Here's Peter. Look how Peter's doing. Hey, Nicole, how are you? Yep, this is Peter, y'all. Peter's doing really good back here. But I'm going to take him over to the land eventually and put him in some partial shade somewhere. And over here is more zucchini and all of that. Should be in the ground, but I can't get it over there yet. See, I got my asparagus growing. These are asparagus. It shouldn't be. And bananas in the pot. They're babies. But yep, this is what I got going on. And then we finally took my passion flower down. And as you can see, we don't have anything up here anymore. And I planted these star jasmines right here to grow up. And they have the most fragrant flowers. They're little clusters of white flowers and they smell so good. But this plant has grown already so much in like the week that I put it down here. When I put it down here, it was about this size of this little piece down. And it's growing. So I put 2 on each side. As y'all can see, I'm out here, no shoes on, as always. But everything seems to be doing good. Now I'm outside, is my reception still okay, or is it going out? I know it goes out sometimes when I come out here. And then where we did the little mulch, all these flowers are doing great. I try not to water them because most people think like when you get a plant or you get a flower or anything, even vegetable garden, that you're supposed to water it every day. Oh, here's the one that was dead. Remember I showed y'all how he had neglected his tree? It has what, 4 new leaves on it. Here's one about to open. So it's looking great now. But back to what I was saying. Everybody always, let me turn it around, thinks that you gotta like water. Here's my little fountain, the solar fountain thing, and that was like $5 on Amazon, the actual disc. And I got the idea off of TikTok, so we made a little fountain right there, and those flowers are doing great. These pink ones aren't doing so great, and that's because I think they're getting too much water. The water splashes out from this fountain down here, I believe. And I told my husband that, and he tried to water the plants this morning, and I was like, no, they don't need water. And then these over here on this side, see, these ones are doing a lot better than the pink ones, and they're not over here by the water. So my assumption is that they are getting too much water. So for your plants and stuff, you want to dig down an inch into the soil to see if it's dry, completely dry. And that's when you want to water it. You don't want to water it if it's still moist. You got to let them kind of dry out a little bit. And that's the thing. And me, I've always tried to like let God and nature nurture the plants instead of me. So I really don't water my stuff that often. Like everything that I was growing in my front yard, all the fruit trees and all my herbs and vegetables, I didn't water them at all. And you just let it get acclimated to your weather and your climate, and they will do good. But they're gonna die at first because they're not used to that. But eventually they will perk back up. And that's what I tell them, like every time you buy something, you kind of transfer it, it goes through that phase of, having to be acclimated to the environment it's in. But I just wanted to come on here and chat with y'all. I don't really got nothing going on today. It was supposed to rain. They said, 55% chance, but it ended up not raining. Yet again, I've been waiting on rain for about 2 months now. So hopefully I get some rain. Whenever I see it's gonna rain a few days in a row, then I'm gonna go over to the land, because like I said, I have so many things that need to go in the ground, and I feel like it's gonna make it worse by me taking it out of the pots and putting it in the dirt and it not receiving enough water than to just leave it where it already is. And it's been growing. Like, it doesn't look the best right now because it's not getting any water, but eventually everything will perk up, and you guys will see it in a few months once we get in our rainy season, how everything is starting back up. You are welcome, DJ. Yeah, and I just started like one. I don't even know how I started because I mean, like my father, he used to like grow uh, vegetables and all of that when I was a kid, but I didn't know. I didn't know about it. And then my mother said my great grandmother, well, actually my great great grandmother, she was a little old, white haired, and she was very, very light because, of course, she was, mixed with Irish and black. Um, she was like a descendant of slaves or whatever. So they said that she would be out in the garden, and when she came back in, no one could recognize her because she would be so black from dirt, like she would be covered in dirt. And that is funny because she was like, "You're just like that," and that's why I tell my husband, like, right now my nose is dirty. I've been digging in the dirt, so I don't even get. I want to get my nails done, but it's like they get messed up. My feet too. Like I got my feet done, a couple of toes, the polish is coming off because I walk around barefoot. I get in the dirt, mud, whatever. Like, it don't matter to me. But I just took an interest one day. I was like, let's see if I can grow this. And I was just excited because I took one little seed, and from that seed grows this big old plant or this big old tree, or, you know, if you're doing green beans or peas, that one plant produces so much. And then I just got to nurturing the things and seeing them grow, and that just became one of my hobbies. So I've been doing it ever since. And when I got with my husband, I was telling him about it. I'm like, I like gardening. He said, "Oh, I just thought you was talking about a little something, not on the stream of how you do it." And I was like, well, I mean, I didn't know. I just plant things, and I really don't mess with them a lot. I let them do what they want to do, and a lot of times they take off. Now, there's certain times when you notice, and that's what I told my husband too. And I really don't have any examples to show y'all right now. Because he was like, should we be watering the trees? Should we be watering the flowers? And I'm like, no. You'll know when they start drooping. You'll see them drooping. That means they need some water. Once you give them water in a few hours, they'll perk back up. They'll stand back up. So it's like, don't overwater your trees, your plants, any of that. You dig in here. You dig down about an inch, like I said. Let me turn it around. And I don't know if the lighting is good. And like you can see, this one's moist because I did just water that one today. Here's one. This is a tree. And it's still moist down in here. So you would not water it. Y'all see this tree? This is a little pine tree. And it has, once it gets big, the leaves or the pines, I don't know what you call these little branch things, they're gonna like weep over. They're gonna be long and weeping. So I've been debating on if I'm gonna keep it in the house or put it outside. And this is the plant I showed on the video, how big it has gotten. It was the little plant that I transplanted, and I separated it into two. Here's one, and here's the other one. And this has a red flower on it. And these were little when I put them out. I got them on sale at Lowe's, and they've been growing. So, yep. So when do y'all think my husband's gonna find that secret garden? How long do y'all think it'll be before he realizes? Let me see from this window. Let's see a little bit. So I'm trying to see how long it's gonna be before he finds out. Let's see. Nah, you really can't see it from this window. His window is over here where he plays his game. but it's never open. He doesn't like the window open. Definitely can't see over here. But what are you guys doing today? Do I have any questions? Anybody going camping anytime soon? Any trips coming up? Anything? Oh, I'm trying not to show our picture because nobody want to see that all the time. And this is where I always sit. This is my spot. Hey, Cheryl. Happy Sunday to you. What you cooking today? I know you cooking something. And my husband made some fungo. I guess that's what it's called. And I made not a slaw. It's kind of like a slaw. But I made sauerkraut, and I put it on sauerkraut. It was so good. That's what we ate for breakfast. Yep. Y'all not talking much today. What's going on? What y'all gonna be doing? What are y'all doing? So let's see. I need some suggestions on some places to take my husband for his birthday that like are driving distance from here, because he said he don't want to get on a plane and he don't want to get on a cruise ship, which is crazy because I had a whole vacation planned for him for his birthday. But you know, when it's his birthday, I have to do what he likes to do, not me. Because if it's up to me, we'd be in a different country, like every anniversary, every birthday, his birthday, my birthday. But it's like I had to tell him, we had to have a talk, and I'm like, well, when you're ready to go on a cruise, or when you're ready to go out of country, let me know, because every holiday I always book us a vacation out of the country or on a cruise, and I have to cancel. Hey Lisa, how are you? So, do y'all have any suggestions of like some romantic places that I could take him for his 50th birthday? I've been looking up some stuff, but I haven't really found much or any, where we haven't been yet. So we're willing to drive. So I'm thinking it could be somewhere in Florida, somewhere in Georgia, or somewhere in South Carolina, maybe. I can like see how far Tennessee is, but that might be a stretch. But I'm getting ready to start leaving him. Like I'm getting ready to go because I'm not about to not be going out of the country and on cruises. I actually was supposed to be going on the FOA cruise in October, and I'm still booked, but my payment wasn't paid up, and it's not due to July 1st. Because like I told the lady at the time that I booked, I have a lot of vacations I'm already planning and paying on. Like I'm going on a yacht cruise for my cousin's 40th birthday. She's chartering her yacht, and we going to the Virgin and the British Islands, all of them, and we're gonna be on there all inclusive. So I had to pay on that, and I had paid up my husband's vacation, which I'm gonna have to, change. And then my birthday is in July, so I'm going somewhere for that. So I hadn't paid it up, and like I said, it was due July 1st. So she called me and she was just saying, I guess my roomie was getting worried, so she switched rooms. And I was thinking, like, that's not cool. Like, you should have called me first to let me know. Like, you just switched her to somebody else's room. She switched her to somebody that's paid in full. And I'm like, that was wrong, because you could have told me. And now I have to find another roommate, because this is what she said. She texted me and said, your balance is $800 and $900. And I was like, what? That's how I found out. So then she tells me that your roommate was getting worried that you weren't gonna pay, so I switched her with somebody paid. And I was like, I'm not paying $800 or $900 more for this cruise. I said, I only was going just to meet up with other YouTubers and vloggers and see Anthony because I already been on that exact cruise before. I've been on so many cruises. I live in Florida. It's nothing for me to just hop on a cruise ship. So I was like, that's wrong. So basically, I've got to either pay the whole money or I got to find somebody to room with me. And I'm just like, I don't know who because they will have to be paid up by July 1st. I think the cruise is like $500 or something. Nicole, is that how much it is? Because I know you're going, right? So basically, right now I'm in search of a rooming buddy on the cruise. Um, and it leaves in October. My husband didn't want to go. My sister was saying she was going to go at first, and then she was like, no, she didn't know or something. So if anybody wants to room with me or whatever, let me know. Cause I mean, me, I don't really have a problem with people I don't know. Like I could, that's just me though. Like I don't go out just making friends everywhere, but I'm not gonna be uncomfortable because we don't gotta be in the room that much together. You know, I can be out and about. I'll be sleeping on the deck. I just be chilling, but I probably will find somebody, or I might ask my daughter, Blessing, if she wants to go, and she can pay to go. But I just was like, I couldn't believe that. Like, so what if she can't find me a roommate, or I can't find one? You gonna want me to pay $900? No, I've done that exact cruise. Mm-mm. And that's what I told her when I first booked. When I first booked it, I said I will not pay until July 1st. That's the deadline. Like I'm gonna be making small payments, but the balance will be paid on July 1st because that's when it's due, and I have a lot of other trips that I have right now. At least you talking about in October, the FOA cruise. Anthony, is it FOA? That and I don't even know where the cruise is going. I think it's the one going to Grand Cayman Islands, I believe. Yes, it's. I don't know exactly where the cruise is going, but I think it may be the one going to Grand Cayman Islands and Jamaica. I'm not sure, or maybe Cozumel. It may be. I don't know. I've been on almost all of those that leave from here. Anywhere in Florida, I've been on those cruises already, so I know. You know, I've been on it, but I haven't been on the ones that leave from California, Texas. They have one in New York from that leaves from New York too. That I wanted to go on. But I don't know. I didn't even look, you know. I didn't even look at the itinerary because it's like I already been. But yeah, Lisa, if you want to go, it's in October. Is Nicole you still on? Cause I know I think she's going and she knows when it is. I believe. I think it's the second week. Hey, Busta Move, and I am Simply Tippy. I'm doing great. How are you? Busta Move. Everything is gonna be all right. Don't give up. Don't give up. You're gonna push. You know we've all been down before, and I know it seems like it's been a long time, and you're not getting anywhere. But just keep the faith. Everything is gonna get better. And I've been looking, Busta Move, for you. Like I've been trying to find, somewhere like you said, a cheap RV or van or even land. I've been finding land, but they've been a little pricey, and I know you have to be within a certain budget. But I'm definitely been looking, and I will let you know. And I'm not gonna charge, anything extra. I'm just gonna like hook you up with the person that's selling so that you can get you something. What you up to? Yes, bust a move. I've been down before, and I've been down a lot of times, but I always got back up. I brushed myself up off, got back up, and kept on moving. And you gonna do the same. Yeah, what you cooking today, Tippy? Are you gonna do your live today or not? Yeah, she gotta keep on. Ain't no giving up. Mm-mm. Ain't no giving up. And you gotta remain positive and put yourself around positive people. You can't. Oh, that's good. That's good. You gotta surround yourself with positive people. Or if you can't surround yourself with positive people, then you should be by yourself for a while, because the negativity from other people definitely doesn't help when you're going through something. There are certain people that, they always got something negative to say, or they can't encourage you. Them are not the people that we need to be around. Those are not the people that we need to communicate with. We have to encourage one another, be there for one another. It may not be financially because everybody doesn't have it, but just an encouraging word, and just to know that, everything is going to be okay, and know that other people have been through. So I'm waiting on that, and I'm praying. And when you get something, let me know. I had saw your Amazon wish list, but I didn't really know what to get, and I was like, we need to wait until you figure out what you're gonna do. Like, really want to get something that you really need. Yeah, and when you around negativity, it's hard. It's very hard to, see something better or see something brighter, because it keeps you down. And I had to learn that. I had to separate myself a lot of times from friends, family, because I'm not with that negative stuff. I'm a very positive person. Hey, Nicole, do you know when that cruise is? Ruby Slippers, the FOA cruise. Is it the second week of October? Yes, all positive, Lisa. Cause being negative don't really help. It doesn't help at all. Like, you people that walk around here just being negative and grumpy, like, you're not helping yourself. You're not helping nobody around you. That you put in so much energy. It takes a lot of energy to be negative, to be mad, to be upset. Have y'all ever thought about that? Like, being mad, you have to stay mad. It takes too much energy. I guess I just be over stuff quick, because like something make me mad and I just be like, psh. A few minutes later, I'm fine. I don't harp on any of that. Yeah, some do, Lisa. They do. And then it's just that some people are, as sad as it is, wasn't even raised up about around positivity. So that's all they know anyway, is negativity. Like, they don't know. So it's shocking to be around somebody positive, or somebody not putting you down, or just being positive. Yes, it does. Okay, so she said the cruise is October the 14th through the 19th. So Tiffany, I'm putting it out there that I need a roommate for the cruise. I know you've been having to get your car fixed and all that stuff. It's a rough time for everybody. Yeah, I was explaining how they just switched my roommate out, so I don't have a roommate now. And that's why sometimes I make myself I make myself be mad at my husband because it's like I need to be mad at him, like, but I just can't be mad because I'm like, that's not fair that you could be mad at me, but I can't never get mad at you. Yeah, girl, that car, I know, I know. I know, Tiffany, but it's just the fact that I don't like that he can get mad or get upset. Like, I mean, some things that I should get upset about, I think too, that I don't, because really nothing bothers me, not too much, you know? I'm not going to say nothing, but most of the time, 99% of the time, I'm happy besides when I'm going through my menopause stuff. But other than that, I'm fine. And like, it's really nothing that he does or really anybody does to like make me angry or mad. And it's like, I know I should be mad about this, but I'm not. That's just me. I've always been that way. Yeah, your boy he's got a temper like you, girl. Y'all, woo. He will tell somebody off in a minute. Me, I can hold my tongue. I can like know that you're doing something to hurt me. I can know that you I don't know, you intentionally trying to harm me, and I'm just like, okay. And he gets so mad about that. But I'm like, it's not bothering me. It's not bothering me. Because I know what they're doing. It's like no one's getting over on me without me knowing. I know what's going on. I'm just allowing it. But once it gets too much, then I'll call it quits or I'll back away. But I really don't get angry or upset with people. Yes, I just posted a few videos, Lisa. They basically were duplicates of what I've already posted just to get it out, to get the videos, to get everybody, up to where I was at this point with the land. Um, I had tagged it in one of the videos, but I know it's like you can't find it by just putting it in. I don't know how YouTube does that. But I'll leave it as a comment after the video. So I don't really know how to do it now, but yeah, I haven't went over there. I guess it's been about a couple of weeks now, or going on 2 weeks. I may go out there tomorrow because the lawn guy is going to cut the grass out there one more time. Um, but like I said, I'm kind of like on hold with it. I don't want to be, but I have to get some rain. We just have to get some rain here. I know it's been raining other places in Florida, but it hasn't been raining here. Nope. And that's what I was saying. I don't think you were on yet, Lisa, where I have to start getting some rain before I plant all that stuff because they're gonna need it. Hey, Nomadic Bliss, how are you doing today? All right, bust a move. You have a good day, and I'll be praying for you. Love you. Right. Knowing it's not knowing and get backstab is what gets me going. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Lisa. I'm definitely gonna leave it in here. But I can't wait to, just be able to get back over there and start planning more. And I kind of want to build a privacy hedge and everything. But here in Florida, like, we really can't do much during these months. Like, y'all, everybody else is really cool, you know. Have a blessed day. Everybody else, is really cool this spring and summer, but Florida, we're there during this point. We have to wait until maybe around the end of August where it's still hot, September, October months. And then that's when a lot of people do more camping here and planning here. So like we really aren't supposed to, the stuff that I showed y'all back there really shouldn't be planted this late. May, basically June. It should have been planted in February and March. But I kind of got a little experience doing it, so I kind of can make it last a little longer than what it should because it's extremely hot and no rain, no water. Okay, great. That would be awesome, Nomadic Bliss. I really didn't cover much. I want to do a more thorough video, and I gotta learn. Like, I gotta get some an app or something that'll show my screen. And I had started talking about it on my live yesterday, but of course YouTube shut me down. And I want to help other people find land, and find it cheap and reasonable because I find it reasonable. I have a lot of land now, and it's just because when it's on sale, even if I'm not gonna use it, I just buy it because it's gonna always increase in value. It's not gonna decrease. And like I said, I bought land for $50 before the pandemic. Now it is pricey, and it all depends on where you live too, or where you want the land. But there's lots of land out here, and it seemed like we should be able to get the land for free. Everybody should be able to have some land, but that's not the way it works in the U.S. Yeah, they didn't. They just kept on hitting me with strikes saying that I was doing harassment and vulgar, and I was not. That's not even me. DJ, no. Um, I think the property that I have out there is like 100 a year, and I think like $4 for the ones in Arizona. The one that I have, the other one I have here is $6. Um, so once you start building, is when your taxes will go up. So if you plan on like having an RV or a little camper or a little shed or something, it's not going to go up a whole lot because there's not much value in that. But anytime you start fixing your house, just like this house that we bought, like we bought it, we had to pay taxes on it, and we had to pay property taxes and like homeowners insurance or whatever. And so when we got the house, we started doing stuff to it. You would think that you spent thousands of dollars that you shouldn't have to come out of your pocket more after that. Like you're spending thousands of dollars to make your home look better, but then they want to come in and tax you. That's the reason why they want people to pull permits so they can be nosy. They say it's for safety, but it's not. It's because they know exactly what you did to your home so they can add it to the records and charge you for the improvements. So when you build on or you do stuff to your home, your property taxes go up because the value of that went up. So that's how they did with our home. When we purchased our home, I think our taxes was like, and it's high here, 2,400 a year for the property taxes. And then once we did the improvements, they sent the letter, oh, your home is valued at da 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 da, and now our property taxes is like 56 or $5,800 a year. And that's why a lot of the older senior citizens lose their homes because they can't afford property taxes. Like that's a lot of money for them if they're on a fixed income. They, if the property taxes keep going up and up, they eventually get to a point where they can't afford it. Oh, that's awesome. Oh man, I need to go to carpentry school. I need to learn how to build some stuff. Yes, Lisa, they do. They do be nosy and charge you more. That's what it is. They say, okay, the value of my home went up. Let's see, 450. I think 150,000. That's what they said. The value of my home went up 150,000 after we did some stuff to it. So now I need to pay 56 or 5,800 a year in property taxes. That's not including. Oh, let me tell y'all what homeowners insurance did, girl. So we was paying 2,400 a year for homeowners insurance, right? And they sent the letter like 3 months before, because you know you can change, you don't have to keep them. And I found him. It's through Progressive. So they sent they sent the letter and said, we just want to tell you your premium is going to significantly increase. I'm not like, I've never seen that in my life. I was laughing. It wasn't funny, but I was just like, yo, they ain't tripping. Talk about it's gonna significantly increase. And they didn't even tell me the amount. So a few months later, the little notice came in, and it went from 2,400 to 50. It's about the same as my property. They both went up about the same. I think it might be 5,400. So you got to think about that. 5,400 just for homeowners insurance that don't even pay you when something happens to your house. They make every excuse, just like car insurance. They make every excuse not to do it. We did a claim because we had a little leak on the little roof, and it has a little black spot. So we're like, okay, the roof was just replaced. They came out, they denied me. Then if we have FEMA and something happened, they will deny you because you need to go through your homeowner's insurance. Homeowner insurance say, no, we ain't replacing it. We not replacing your gate. We not replacing your nothing. And I'm like, so we paying, now we got to pay y'all 5,400, and we got to pay our homeowners insurance. I mean, properties 56 or 58. So that's about 12,500 a year just for homeowners insurance and property taxes. So that's what I was telling y'all yesterday when I said, if I went with my husband, I wouldn't be having this, because that's too much money for me. I'm not. That's a lot. That's somebody's whole rent, and that's just for homeowners insurance and property taxes. That's not our mortgage. So yeah. Oh, you can show me that. That's what they did to us. Also, it's crazy. Yeah, and then like in Florida, like they said, a lot of homeowners insurance are dropping Florida because the hurricanes. But I'm like, are hurricane? I mean, they are pricey. I understand, but Texas weather is way worse than Florida's. They get everything. They get hurricanes. They get forest fires. They get tornadoes. They get earthquakes. They get snow. They get drought. Gets hot. Like Texas get everything. That's why one reason why I was like, I don't want to move to Texas, because they got the extreme weather lately. I don't know what's been going on in Texas. Oh, flooding. They get bad flooding too. It's been crazy in Florida. I mean in Texas. Health car homeowners, yes. Yes, nomadic bliss. And y'all be getting it that way. I don't know how it is in Houston, but I know some places they be having everything. I be feeling so bad for the Texans sometimes because it just come out the blue. Y'all have a flood, a hurricane, snowstorm. But Florida, like I said, we do get it. But where I'm at In Tampa, we really don't get the hurricanes. We don't really have bad extreme weather here, like at all. And we really don't get a lot of rain. Yeah, and I know they say it's to protect you, but it's not protecting me when I pay all this money from homeowners insurance. You won't help, or for property taxes. You want me to pay that much money of property taxes, then I gotta go to the store and pay taxes on materials that I'm using. Then you raise my property taxes up. Oh my God, I did not know that. See, that's what I'm saying. And I noticed some places had something else before that. Thank you, Tiffany. That's what I was saying yesterday. I don't think you were on the live, but I had put this rinse in a couple of months ago, so it's been hanging on. It's good. And these, you see, I be playing with my hair. I'm probably about to get it braided. I'm gonna see if Blessing can braid it for me on top of these so that they won't be unraveling all the time, because in certain areas I have to keep redoing them just because my hair, the texture, and you know, they unravel until they can try to lock up some. My baby sister just moved to Houston this past February, and they had a tornado last Thursday, and she was without lights for about 14 hours. Yeah, that's what Nomadic Bliss just said. I know they just had a couple of other things happen in Texas right before that. But I think that those tornadoes and earthquakes have been going around. Well, mainly the tornadoes have been going on almost in all of the U.S. lately. Within the last month, everywhere has been. Kentucky, they've been getting a lot of that bad weather. Didn't seek shelter or anything. Was chilling in my van, enjoying. I know that's how I be out here. And once when we get some rain, we get some wind, I be enjoying that because you take advantage of it and you don't even realize, hey, this is a true life storm out here. You need to go. You need to seek you some shelter. I was in a tornado before, actually in the tornado, and I was at home in Indiana, and I was just so shocked that I was just standing there. Like we were driving down the street, we were coming down the street, and I looked at the cloud, and I mean at the sky, and I was like, it looks a little weird. It looks, because it turns like dark gray, and then the clouds. It was just, and I was like, the sky looks a little weird. So we're just driving, and then we pulled over to the gas station. We're in the gas station, and the tornado came. It came through there, like we could see, you could hear it. It sounds like a train. It was just so loud. All the pumps was ripped up. The money stuff was flying around. And it was like rain too. It had rained hard, and where I was at in the gas station was by the glass area, and I was just standing there. I literally was just standing there. Glass was broken. The ceiling had came down and everything. Somebody had to grab me and they put me down on the ground because I was just standing there. Glass was flying. I was like, what? When I got up, and then when I got up and was leaving out the store, I was just looking around like, oh, wow. I was just in shock. So I actually went through the tornado came through, but yeah, we always used to practice that in school. I don't know if they do that here. We used to get down and cover our heads up, and doing that for years. You would think that I would have done that in the actual tornado, but I did not. I was standing there, just standing, letting stuff hit me. I don't have to deal with not having lights or energy. That's true. That is true. And I've been trying to, like I said, I was gonna start cooking outside more. Even though I have a home, I was gonna make a little area and start cooking outside more instead of using my inside. Oh yeah, let me tell y'all this story too.
How long? I've been on here for a long time. My husband just sleeping. I'm just talking away. So I barely use my oven, y'all. So I hardly ever use it because I use the air fryer for everything. Like now, I was going to make my husband some chicken wings, and I usually put them in the air fryer. But this particular day, it was like a lot of wings. It was a big old pack. It was like, so I was like, I can't fit all that, and I'm not in the mood to be doing different batches in this air fryer. So let me pop these in the oven. Okay. So I put them in the oven. I came here and I sat down, and I heard a noise real loud, and I was like, "What?" Like I saw this red, orange, and everything, and I looked around the corner, and then I went in there, and my oven was on fire. Like I was like, "What's going on here?" So I just opened the oven, smoke started coming out, and I was just like, and I just turned the oven off, shut the door, let the fire simmer down, and I just came back and sat down. I'm like, Lord, I don't know, because so I just told myself, I'm like, I ain't using that oven no more. I don't know. I'm scared to even turn it on now because I don't know why it did that. Like that noise was so loud, and I could see like a big orange pop, like something blew up in there. So I don't know what that is, but I don't really use the oven anyway. So that's what I was saying. If it once it go out, I wasn't gonna buy a new stove and oven anyway, cause I don't use it. I can use the air fryer. You can use the electric griddle. They have the plug up, what they call not inverter, inductions, stove tops. They have so much stuff now that you really don't even need a stove and an oven anymore. They even have the little portable ovens and stuff. So I don't think I'm gonna buy a new stove and an oven. So either I was just gonna sit there, or I might move it and just put a counter. Hey, Michelle Sentirement. Yeah, I know, Tiffany. I was just like, I'm not gonna pay the 11, 1500, 11, however much stoves and ovens cost. If that one's out, like I don't even think I'm gonna turn that oven on to see if it works or it's gonna catch on fire again. I might make my husband do it, but I ain't doing it. So thank you. So I'm thinking about that. I know that would be weird to walk in somebody's kitchen in their house and be like, they don't got a stove or an oven. Cause I'll take that bad boy out and use more storage space, like make a counter, just a plain countertop going across, and have my little electric appliances right there, and can put some stuff under there. Hey Sherry, but I don't know. I think that's just stuff that we're trained to think that we have to have or we have to do. So it's like it would be weird to walk in somebody's house and say, "Dang, they don't got no stove and no refrigerator or none of this." But they didn't have it back in the day, or they had wood stoves. So I don't know. I'm gonna see how that might look without a stove, an oven, um, there. So I don't know. Y'all know I be doing some crazy stuff. But like I said, I don't need it. I use my air fryer, my crock pot, my rice cooker. I use the rice cooker almost every day, the air fryer every day. Um, so I got a one pot, but I barely use that. I need to start using it more, and I can just find something to. But the air fryer, it bakes stuff too, or cooks stuff like that. So you really wouldn't even need another a oven. Yep. But I don't know. I just been in the talkative mood. I really don't even talk that much, y'all, to be honest. I just been in one lately. And maybe the fact that I haven't been working, I stopped working, and now what do I do with my life? Your experience with this life, so we don't need all. You don't. You definitely don't. And that's what I was thinking about, making a whole outside cooking area here. Cook outside. Because, we got this little pool area. It's the way it's shaped, it's like it's not really a lot of space because it's kind of narrow, but I definitely can make a little kitchen out there, and I want to start cooking outside more anyway. So Hey Michelle, what are you up to today? You and Mr. Nelson going camping anytime soon? Yep, electricity. I saved on electricity this last month too because my light bill is usually like 350, and that's because we had this pool and we have to run. I run it about 12 hours, and so yeah, it's about 350. So my last bill came in at 165. So I decreased the pool hours. I turned my AC up because I only have it set on 80. But now that um everybody's gone out the house, then I just turn it up when people gone. And then once he gets home from, well, he's about to come home from work, then I'll turn it down a little bit. I put it stays on 78. I know my house is probably hot to a lot of people. And my husband got used to it because when I met him, his house was on 70. And I was like, that's way too cold. So ever since then, our AC be on 78. So my electricity bill was 165. I told my husband, I said, I'm gonna try to break that record. He was like, no, you're not. I'm like, yes, true. Them savings, that's $200 extra. Y'all know I love a good savings. I love a good savings. I'll be trying to see if I can break the record from the previous month for electricity, water, all of it. And I one day I was sitting in the bed because we had the master shower. Well, there's two masters in here. So I was laying in bed. It was the morning he was getting ready for work. And he was in there, getting ready, bro, washing his face, brushing his teeth, and all that. And he was just letting the water run. And I wanted to say so bad, would you turn that water off? But I was just laying there like, how long is he gonna let this water run for? Like, really? Because it was just running and running and running and running. And I'm like, come on. Me, I could serve on everything. I turn the water on, I wet, my rag or whatever, and get my toothbrush cleaned off and turn it off. Wash my face, I brush my teeth completely, and then I turn the water back on. He was just letting that water run. It had been like 10 minutes. And I just know that as being a woman, even a man, you have to pick and choose your battles. You can't say everything all the time. In my mind, I want it to be like, please, can you turn that water off? But I just laid there, kind of like, when he finally turned it off, my body just relaxed, like, yeah. But yeah, like we have to pick and choose our battles. Like we can't say, and that's what I told my husband because the type of person that he is, he can't hold his tongue. If something's bothering him, he has to get it off his chest. He has to get off his chest right then and there. I'm the complete opposite. And I'm like, no, when you're upset or something's bothering you, sometimes you wait because when you're upset, it may come out wrong. You may say things that you later regret, and you may think later, like, oh, it really wasn't that big of a deal. But that's not him. Like, I don't care if it's a family member, a boss, a customer on his route, he tell him. And I'll be like, babe, that's not how you do it. Me, I can hold it in, breathe, and be like, hmm. And that's the thing, like, he'll tell me, and I'll be like, stuff bothers me that you do too, but it doesn't bother me to the point where I have to say it or I have to let it go. Yes, Tiffany, I know. That's what I'm saying. You and him are so much alike. I be teaching him. He's been learning. But yes, he'll definitely tell you right then and there. And I'm like, no, you don't have to always do that. You can think things sometimes and don't have to say them. But Yeah, and I tell them that I'm like, it's not that deep. Like a lot of things bother me. Like when you have certain stuff laying around, and it's certain stuff that I do I know bothers him, but he tells me. I don't tell him because it's like I don't want to nag about every little thing. But if it gets to the point where it's so bothersome, then I will say something. But little things, we're all human. We all do things, so you can't constantly nag or complain. And I had to learn that, it's wisdom from just getting older and learning patience and learning that we all are human. We all do stuff that other people don't like. But yeah, I've been on here quite a while. I guess I can get off and catch up on some YouTube videos and some TikToks. And I don't really got much to do today other than that. I want to take the rental back for my son's the car for prom, and he's we're making nachos for dinner, taco salad. So that is not going to take much time. And then tomorrow, like I said, I may go out to the land. It just depends. I'm gonna look at the weather. He's going to go out there, so I may decide to go ahead and go. And then we got a couple of well, graduation, and then my husband's birthday, and then another graduation. Um, and then Blessings at saying she wants to go on a vacation the beginning of June. So we gotta find squeeze that in, and then I have one going at the end of June, and then my birthday's the middle of July, and I gotta make some money, y'all. I gotta make some money. But it's been a good one talking to y'all. Thank y'all for coming on and spending some time with me today. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I want y'all to pray for me, and I will pray for you guys. And y'all have a blessed day, a wonderful week. For those who have to go to work, I pray that you have a successful, peaceful, prosperous, just easy flowing week. Love y'all, and bye bye.